Welcome back to Seen It Before. We're probably going to say something stupid about your favorite movie because we've seen it all before. I'm Danny.
I was totally not looking at the camera. I was looking at our return. I'm Dan.
I'm Danny.
Anyway,
this Tom.
We got Tom.
Hey, everyone.
Tom's here.
Hi.
Second time on for this podcast. You were on Avatar. I hear an ass with us.
Yeah, it's been a rough go these last two episodes, but we're gonna have some fun talking about this.
Well, the best part is notice how nobody even mentions Avatar.
Nope.
$2 billion.
Not even
Not
passing.
a whimper. Not a whimper after it went out of theaters.
Yeah.
But anyway,
it deserves
we're
that.
here to talk about another movie, The Mandalorian Grogu.
Guys. Or as Cameron likes to say, Mandalorian versus Grogu.
Yes, he does like to say that. Because that would be a more interesting movie. Anyway, so we got a new format we're actually going to be trying out here for...
We did? Oh, yeah. We're doing questions. We're doing kind of question-based stuff and for the review. So let's get into that.
Excellent.
Let's get into it.
No, you stole my thing.
All right, we're back.
So, wow. All right, thanks. So we're going to start with our spoiler-free reviews here. Are we going to do compliment sandwiches still, or are we not going to do
Sure, whatever.
Okay. So, compliment
I feel like
sandwiches.
we're going to
One
just say
good
the same
thing,
thing.
one good thing, one bad thing, one good thing about the movie. Spoiler-free. So, one good thing about this movie for me, Ludwig's score. I noticed this the entire movie. There's like... obviously the typical Mandalorian woo woo type of thing, but also they add like a techno beat in at one point that was like, oh, I'm
like,
vibing
oh,
with
we're in
this.
Chicago.
This is
Like, all
sick.
right.
I like this. Bad things, two-dimensional characters, and we'll get way more into that. And one more good thing. The action set pieces actually were pretty cool, like a good mix of like, practical and CGI, I guess slop in a way at some points. But, it kind of overall looked better than using just the volume.
That's good.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's gonna be hard to give this movie two compliments. But I will reiterate, the score is good. It's a remix of classic Star Wars. It's decent. I enjoyed it. I do like the Mandalorian theme. I think it's very spaghetti Western, very sort of like space spaghetti Western. Fits very well. The bad thing, there's a million bad things. The shining example I would give is the dialogue is awful. I would have been totally fine if people had ripped out the dialogue of this film.
It's just a silent movie.
And it was just literally scored with music and sound effects, and no one spoke.
Definitely a scene that could have used just that.
Yeah,
20-minute sequence that could have used
it was
that.
so the dialogue is so terrible, and it beats you over the head, and there's no subtext to anything, and it's So anyway, to keep this more brief, the next compliment. Damn, I would say some of the action is really good. Specifically, like they made the Mandalorian very like John Wick in this film, like very like fast action, lots of gunplay, lots of like combat. He uses all of his I'm gonna call them powers. It's fun to watch the Mandalorian fight. So those are my compliments.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, I'd say definitely like the action is a lot better than I think, because they've been able to go from a show budget to a movie budget, which at the same time, though, it's kind of like as if this movie was a whole season of a show. But no, the action, because I liked his creativity in how he fought, like, his little gadgets and stuff. And like, especially like the one part where the other bounty hunter, how he blows up his own roof and caves in. I thought that was a really cool part. Bad thing. Oh yeah, no subtext or nuance like at all with the dialogue. With it's like people literally stating their purposes of like their character. Like I'm not this, I'm this. Like this is my arc. This is what I care about. It's so like it kind of screams. I've realized this is what Dave Filoni's been doing for years. It just worked better in the Clone Wars because it's animation, and like I feel like that, like a lot of like the wooden characters in like it just kind of worked better in animation as a kid show.
It's very anime. Like the dialogue in this is
Yeah.
very. I am not my father.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah, but the other good thing I think Rada the Hutt. I think genuinely like a better. Well, he's the one character I liked in this movie.
The one character that got development in the movie.
He literally has any development, any character to him. He's the only one.
Yep.
So
All right, let's keep this spoiler-free train rolling. So let's start with our first question. How much does this movie actually cross over with the Mandalorian show itself? Like, and, you know, the Disney Plus, how much do you need to know going into this? How much did they refresh us on what's been going on? So I would say they didn't really, like, refresh us on too much. It kind of just was its own little story. Like, there wasn't much you had to know.
I think you just kind of have to know season 1 of Mandalorian, and I think that's it.
Yeah,
I mean,
you don't need to know the full story of the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Like it's very simple. Like Mandalorian finds like the Yoda species, like boy, and they have
they go on
adventures.
these fetch quests everywhere. So I mean, that's really like the whole thing with the Mandalorian is like you go one place, you end up finding somebody. They tell you to go another place. You go back to that one guy, and then you go on. And
It's very video gamey.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because like, and they do this in like the Jedi Survivor or Fallen Order. You go to a planet, you explore a little bit, you go to the next planet, you go back to the original planet.
It's very procedural and
like a TV show.
Yeah. Well, like a pulp TV show, you know, like
Okay,
it's like there's no like that. The problems. One of the biggest problems I have with this movie is the same problem I had with the last season of The Mandalorian, which is it's really just the adventures of Mandalorian and Grogu. Like it's really not. There's no overarching like we're not getting anywhere. We're just having fun in the universe.
Right. And so I think that's why the first season of the show worked, was because some people just want to just live in that episode to episode. And, you know, it's not often that you see movies transition or shows transition to movies unless it's like a really good plot. This was not a good plot.
While we're on the topic of that and kind of being episodic, this whole movie is kind of like 4 episodes mashed into a movie, and you can kind of see where the episodes would end and where the next one would begin. And I'm like, that's not great for a movie.
Like the midpoint, I literally like it's like they literally swipe to black. I'm like,
that's
they're like, it's over.
That's the midpoint.
Yeah.
Like that's the midpoint. That's the end of the second episode.
The way the film is edited made me think, I'm like, was this like a season that you cut up into a film?
Well, that's the thing.
Because that's what this feels like.
They were supposed to have a season 4. And then I don't know if this is supposed to be what season 4 was going to be. Because this movie was in the works since 2024. So they kind of fast tracked this. Like, when did season 3 come out? Like around the same time, probably?
23.
23. Yeah. So maybe they didn't want to do another show and they wanted to try to get back into movies since it's been, 7 years since we had a Star Wars movie. Let's go on to our next question. Is this movie a fun adventure or an undeserving detour?
Oh my God,
it's a fun adventure if it was in TV form. It's an undeserving feature because it's a movie. Like
Like we talked about The Boys this past week and how maybe the entire last season could have been a movie instead of 8 episodes.
Yeah, they
This
stretched.
is the exact opposite.
Yeah, it's kind of like it doesn't have anything of cinematic quality to offer.
Besides maybe the action pieces, they were well done.
But when we're living in an age where TV is justified by having 8 episodes that take 3 years to make, that it kind of would be justified to be cinema quality. Another reason why I'm mad at The Boys.
Yeah, understandably.
I would be much more forgiving of this if it was like a mini. If this was just 4 or 5 episodes of a TV show, I would be so much more forgiving about what I just saw because it's
like you're welcoming Star Wars back to the cinema.
Yes.
And we're not
After
saying,
how many years?
6.5.
7.
Oh my God. Oh
Basically
my God.
7. Round up. Come on.
Okay.
But yeah, like TV is more forgiving if you have it like, lesser quality. because it's not saying it's a lesser medium, but like people are more apt to expect stuff from that.
Well,
movies.
It's kind of like a philosophy on like how TV shows are made. Like if you're gonna have a shortened 8-episode season, you can't have filler. So you like a sitcom usually doesn't have an overarching plot or a thing to serialize. But a lot of shows now are trying to do the serialization thing with less episodes. So it's not something like Lost, where you could have that serialization over 25 episodes a season on a lower budget. But now, like, we have a higher budget, which I don't see where it's going.
I mean, so the reported budget of this movie is 165 million, which isn't as high as I thought. I thought it was going to be 200
Star Wars movie.
For Star Wars especially, but it was, it's 200 is what I was expecting it to be. So I think that's a little more forgiving, but who knows how much they put into marketing for this movie? Like, that's going to be the other question.
I don't think they put anything in the market. Like, they did that stupid fuck ass Super Bowl trailer. What the fuck was that? What was the question again?
It's hold on.
Yeah.
It's a fun adventure or undeserving detour. So I'm gonna
undeserving detour just for how we got it.
Undeserving detour.
Yeah.
Just so clearly.
Because if it was the TV show, it was just a fun romp. I still wouldn't watch it, but at least I wouldn't feel like obligated to watch it because it's a Star Wars movie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm gonna agree with that. It's definitely an undeserving detour, but there is some fun to be had, especially the first scene. This I'm not spoilering. Wow.
Yeah, just spoiling
it. But it's a fun little battle like that's going through these tight spaces, and Mando has like all these little gadgets he's using to kill these stormtroopers, and it's fun. It's cool. It's a really weird CGI scene with him going down a mountain, but
with the
the little walker. Next question: is Grogu overused?
Yes, 100%. And I hate that there's still there was like this one. I mean, okay, I tried really hard not to be a hater, but the first word that came to mind for this guy was jackass. Sitting in back of us, laughed at every fucking cute moment. Like,
that ruined. Yeah. So to give the audience context, we sat in a theater that was
Thursday night showing.
Yeah,
before it comes out,
but it was technically the pre-showing the day before. Okay, so it was less than half full, which does not bode well for this film.
And it wasn't like super late. It was 7:30 at night, so like it's not super late.
There was a weird dude several rows behind us that was laughing at literally everything that was not funny at all.
It's just Grogu doing cute shit.
Yeah,
and it's so annoying and so boring. After the second one.
Which was awkward. But the worst thing was right over our shoulder, we had like a probably 8 to 10-year-old boy that was talking the entire time.
I only heard him a few times, so I that didn't bother me too much.
Well, he had like a cold. He was like,
sneezing and coughing, and I'm just like, this is why like I we'll get into why I'm now soured on Star Wars, but like
a bad experience on top of it.
I can't do these pulp action movies anymore. These like very childish pulp action movies anymore until I have children of my own.
Back to the question: is he overused?
In a film called Mandalorian and Grogu, I don't think so. I think that Disney identified really quickly that the audience loves the cuteness of Grogu. Yes. I am okay with it. It's funny, but at a certain point, the jokes definitely get old. I like that they paired him with the little like mechanic aliens. Those things
are like Babu Fricks, but that's not like their name.
I actually really like the design of those characters and like the way that their dialogue is like they say full sentences but like really quietly and it's like first round's on me. Like I'm like it's really Mando's over there. Like it's really it's that's really the only funny part.
Because it was a different flavor of that cuteness.
Yeah.
It wasn't just Grogu going, and then hopping around and using the Force.
The baby noises are too much.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of the baby noises.
You know,
like,
they had such a clear opportunity to make Grogu a character.
Oh yeah.
In like, if not season 2, because I remember you pointing this out to me. After season 1, the season 2 poster came out, and they're like, it's Mando kind of holding Grogu's hand, and you said, "Oh, he's a little taller now," and so I'm thinking, "Oh shit!" Like, so they're gonna like age him up, and he's gonna be like a character. He's gonna be like Groot, right?
Yeah.
Like do what they did with Groot, right? He was a teenager, and now he's back to full grown.
He's a
prime
full
Groot.
man now.
Yeah, he has all these different stages. Have Grogu develop as a character. Let him talk.
Like Groot is a way of things being done well for Disney. Like,
Yeah.
Groot has been done very well.
Yeah, Groot was, and not overused.
So yeah, we're gonna start moving into spoiler talk now. So just fair warning there. So does this movie matter long term, guys?
Not even a little bit.
No. You could totally skip over this film, and
No consequences.
nothing happened. It's Mandalorian and Grogu had an adventure. They succeeded, and Mando got his ship back. That's literally the only development that character had was he now has the iconic ship,
The Razor Crest.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Razor Crest. Yeah,
Like they didn't even include any possible character dynamic that we could latch onto. Literally, I had to squint really hard to find it. It was just Grogu apparently wanted to learn to use the ship controls.
Well, I think that's more of like a passing of the torch type of thing, because the whole thing they were saying the entire movie is fathers take care of sons and then sons take care of fathers. That was the
As
they
Mando
mentioned
clearly stated as the theme to us with no nuance.
The
in any way.
Netflixification of
This is the way.
this stuff. That is
Even that line is just
like
it's dead in this movie.
like you could be on your phone and watching this movie. Like that's the whole thing. I think with it, this should have been a straight to streaming thing because they repeat the plot 5 different times in this movie.
I took what I'm now patenting as a bad movie break, where in the middle of the film I just got up. I went to the.
That's what you did.
Yeah,
I literally thought I looked at Lean over and was like, I literally thought you just walked out because you whispered something to me real quick. And I was thinking oh, did he just say goodbye?
Oh, no. I said, I'll be right back. And I went to go use the bathroom, and then I got a popcorn and a water.
You showed up with a beer.
And I showed up to the theater with a beer because I was like, I need.
All right, here we go.
I need something to get me through this. And everyone in the theater was looking at me for walking in with a beer, and I'm like, number one, they sell beer here. Yeah. So how do you know I didn't?
Did you guys see the fucking trailer?
Yeah. I was like, they sell beer here, so why are we confused about this? But I needed something to get through that. But no, I got up because I knew that there's nothing that is going to happen in this film in the next 10 to 12 minutes. That
it's kind of funny and ironic because
there was something
the
that
one
happened.
thing did happen in the movie.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I miss a
Mando
really
almost
important...
died.
Mando, because he was fighting the snake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
he
he's
gets bit.
poisoned.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he basically almost died.
So he passes out. Grogu finds him and takes care of him. That's what you missed. But you can just kind of assume.
Well, I walked back in when Grogu was building the mud hut to put him inside.
So Mando was unconscious for the entire time.
Yeah.
We're thinking and at first I'm thinking, oh, is he dead? Are we gonna have stakes? Is this why this is
This
the
would
movie?
make sense.
Yeah.
No,
Of course not.
Can't do that.
I'm it would have been a lackluster death, but at least there's something here.
This Grogu on his own. That's the thing you're building up and teasing for us for all of, the commercial marketing and the movie itself.
And it was relatively unclear, the Mandalorian's motivations throughout the film. It's okay, so he's working as a bounty hunter for the New Republic. Also something that we really need to touch on, and I'm sorry to sidetrack us, but
yeah, that's fine.
This movie has star power when it's so unnecessary to have star power. Sigourney Weaver is in this film as a
3 scenes
as a quest giver. Mm-hmm. She is literally a New Republic pilot
General,
/ commander.
Yeah.
She's this commander that's Mandalorian, we have a mission for you.
could literally be anybody.
Go here and infiltrate the huts and like work for them and do this mission, and then we'll give you
and we'll find this coin guy or whatever. The guy they don't know what he looks like.
And he just fucking lucks upon the guy. Like,
and she offers him the Razor Crest, right? That's how he gets the
Yeah.
like in exchange you get a new ship.
Because after the first battle, on the snow planet, that was how he got the money, or he was going to get the money, but she instead decided to give him an advance with the ship.
And for some reason we felt like Sigourney Weaver should be cast in that role because we gotta draw people in somehow.
Is this just a way to like replace Carrie Fisher? Is that what they're trying to do here?
No,
'Cause,
God,
like,
no, she wouldn't.
No, I don't think
Carrie
she would.
Fisher, she wouldn't play that character.
No, I'm not saying literally replace her, but like a person who is kind of similar to her character in a way, like a quest giver because that's kind of what she was in the first two movies.
That's a whole other can of worms.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into. I'm just saying.
They just kind of misuse her character even when she was alive. Like she should have been.
Yeah.
She should have been just like part of the government.
And then Jeremy Allen White voices
Literally, what the fuck? He did a good job because I like his
That
character.
could have
but
been
literally anybody else.
anyone.
So this leads into my next question. So, Rada the Hutt gets the most character development in this movie. So
An interesting angle. I'm not my father. Jabba the Hutt was
A gang lord.
gang lord, and I want to be different. Okay, valid.
Cool.
That's a good idea.
and he was I guess he was kidnapped in the Clone Wars. Like there's the Clone Wars movie, right? He was in that. Like that's the last time anyone ever knew what he looked like or anything like that. What? Yeah.
I didn't realize it was him.
You didn't realize that was Rada?
He'd been missing that whole time.
Yes.
He's been missing for like 60 years, dude.
Rada is in Clone Wars.
So I was gonna bring this up in the end, but like, there's not a single original idea that's part of this movie. Like, you have the Hutts or the rescue mission for a Hutt child. That's in the Clone Wars 2008 movie.
Yeah.
The Coliseum fight. That's episode 2.
The Hutt child is Rada.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I thought at the
Yes.
end of the Clone Wars movie, he got returned. So he got captured again?
He must have.
What the fuck?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's they don't.
I was thinking it
reference
was
that
Zero's
at all.
kid or something. So
No, it is what it is. But yeah, he ended up on that moon or whatever. Is it a moon that they're on? It's some kind of planet.
that's not a moon.
Anyway,
It's a space
He's going
station.
to the moon with me. I'm gonna lose it. But that planet is kind of cool. Kind of like this
It's
underground,
like
like
Chicago in like the 40s.
like kind of a mix of like Chicago.
Yeah,
and,
I like the design
and, like
of that
Hong
planet.
Kong, kind of in a way.
yeah. And all the street vendors and stuff.
I enjoyed the design of that planet. That was one of the only things I liked about this film.
Yeah. So he goes to rescue him. Rada doesn't want to be rescued. He doesn't want to be part of his father's legacy.
And it's like, it's just so paint by numbers. Like, of course, Rada's going to think, oh, I'm going to be free after I'm almost paid up. The mob boss is going to get him, going to want to kill him in the ring so he doesn't have to set him free. Mando's going to get, wrapped up in it, and he's going to get forced to fight.
Yes. But anyway, he gets a lot of development. Not a lot of development, but enough.
He gets development. It's just in the most easy, predictable way you could possibly think. And so he's the only good character in this. But it's a Star Wars movie. It should be better. It should be better.
It should be much better.
The only
and that's
good
a big
movie-
problem.
The only good movies that Disney has done with Star Wars is The Force Awakens and Rogue One. It's the only ones they've done well.
I
like Last Jedi, but I know a lot of people don't.
I don't want to veer us off too much. This film, Mandalorian and Grogu, makes Solo look like a masterpiece.
There's
really
stakes and arcs.
There's stakes, there are arcs, there's an overarching real plot. It has a lot of interesting things to say. There's an entire thing about slavery in that film. There's an incredible surprise at the end that I won't spoil here, and unfortunately they do nothing with that, and Disney's like, screw this.
Well, we can
series.
spoil it. It's been like 8 or 9 years since the movie's come out, so like we can spoil it at this point.
2018, I think.
Yeah, but like there are things that it's so strange to see what Disney's doing with Star Wars, because they do certain things that are really good ideas, like Maul Shadow Lord,
I didn't watch that.
which is
Well, now I'm actually kind of second guessing because of the dialogue in this. I'm like, is the dialogue like wooden and awful? Because Dave Filoni did that too. And I think it just works better in animation because you're kind of like, you can't read the animation as clearly as no, because in the Mando, you don't see his fucking face. So I don't know. For some reason, it just works better.
I think at a certain point they need to like put Dave Filoni on the shelf or just relegate him to television,
Well,
because like he clearly can't
Just
do.
took over for Kathleen Kennedy though. So like,
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh
So
God.
Kathleen Kennedy's gone. We have one person who clearly doesn't know
is
how
the
to
last movie she
how
worked
to
on.
do this. Right the ship. Dave Filoni, he's not a Kevin Feige. We need a Kevin Feige.
I would rather him though than Kathleen Kennedy. Like,
At least he understands way more about Star Wars than she'd ever did.
yeah, absolutely.
I don't like his philosophy on he's like, oh, it doesn't matter if canon is up to par.
Yeah.
And even on his own stuff, he's like, they're myths. We tell them no. It should fucking matter. Why are we,
Yeah, this will lead into my diatribe of where I'm at with Star Wars. But please, Dan, if you have other questions.
yes. So, I already talked about the score a little bit, but where does Star Wars go next? Closer or farther away than what they've already done?
I mean, they're doing that film about
Starfighter.
like. Oh, I don't know about that.
That one comes out next year, next May.
Okay, so when is that set?
That is set after Episode 9.
Okay, so that
New territory.
I'm fine with moving forward. They're doing some film about the High Republic, aren't they?
That one's been in hell for a while. We don't know if that's going to happen.
Oh, okay, so that might not
Oh,
the one
even
with-
happen anymore.
I don't
Well,
know.
are they still doing the Rey movie?
They're still working on the Rey movie. I don't know if
There's
that's
a
gonna-
Rey movie
But there's
happening.
a
Oh,
rumor
God.
that this Starfighter movie is going to. So it's Ryan Gosling as the main character. He's
Okay.
I like
So-
that idea.
so he's the main character, and
Okay.
then he's has this kid sidekick or whatever. So they say this is unconfirmed.
Enough
But
with
they
the
say
children.
This kid is force sensitive, and maybe
Because of course he is.
The reason that's Ryan Gosling is involved because he is delivering him to Rey for her new Jedi Order.
Okay.
Maybe that's what this is leading to. It's a bridge into the next saga.
Yeah.
And then here's what I say. How is that an original idea? That's Mandalorian season 1 and 2
Fetch
in
Quest.
one movie.
People really hate Rey, but like it's not
It's not Daisy Ridley's fault.
It's not Daisy Ridley. It's similar
It's the
to it's the writing. It's absolutely the writing.
Finn, my favorite character in Force Awakens,
was good.
did nothing with him.
I felt similar about Hayden Christensen. It wasn't Hayden Christensen. It was how they chose to write him.
Yeah.
Was wildly deliberate. Anyway, yeah, it's
So I think in the question of where do they go next,
hopefully
I
forward.
think
I
they're
think
gonna kind of similar.
I do want to see something new. I don't think I want to go way.
Well, there's the Dawn of the
back.
Jedi movie as well that James Mangold's been working on for a while, which could be interesting, like a prehistoric type of movie. Like with
It's an interesting angle. It's just
it could be interesting because it's an era we've never seen before. You know, something completely new. It could be fun. You never know. But James Mangold's track record lately has not been good. Indiana Jones and A Complete Unknown.
A Complete
So-
Unknown is awesome. What do you do?
you like that one?
You did. Oh, I love that.
I
film.
just got kind of bored. I don't get Bob Dylan,
I don't
though,
get
so
it
it's
either.
probably just me.
I love Bob Dylan, and that's part
probably
of.
why.
And I was really glad that that film decided to showcase like Bob Dylan's beginning, and it ends with his exit of folk music, and
and everyone
it-
hates it, right?
Yeah, it was in my opinion, the perfect ending because instead of showing his whole life, it showed arguably the most interesting part, which was his rise, and then like. The final scene in that film is Joan Baez's conversation with Bob, where he's like, "You're finally free of us. You're finally gonna go do your own thing." And it's I loved it. Anyway, Mangold
but-
is I love James Mangold.
I like Ford v Ferrari.
Let's go to what you want to talk
Yeah.
about this movie, Tom. Let's go into your stuff now.
Okay. So on the car ride home from the theater, I was thinking out loud a lot, I
just screaming to yourself in the car.
that's basically how that was going. I was like,
God, I hate the Mandalorian.
yeah, I was literally driving and I'm like, wow, that was awful. And I think I'm done going to see Star Wars films in the theater. I've been a Star Wars fan for 20 years. My first exposure to the entire IP is one day my dad was flipping through the channels on our CRT in the mid 2000s, and we get to the HBO channel, and it's literally the Battle of Geonosis episode 2. And I saw this lightsabers and my eyes lit up. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
And then he's like, this is Star Wars. It's really, really cool. And then he took me to see, when I was like 11 years old, took me to see episode 3.
Yeah.
And that was like a all-time moment for me. And that magic, we are so far away from that magic. And it just feels like this husk of what Star Wars. The light is gone, and I've been really beaten down over the last several years. Like, I went out of The Last Jedi being like, wow, that was super not what I think it should have been, and like really disappointing. But hopefully they land the ship with episode 9.
They did not.
And they
The ship blew up.
It's like
it's arguably worse. Like,
it's like they had a rough takeoff, and then they just like, fuck it, we're gonna nosedive right now.
Yeah,
and then just,
and it's almost like it's worse than The Last Jedi. I walked out of Rise of Skywalker, and I'm like, I don't know that I'm ever gonna watch this series again. Like, I was like, this was so terrible that I'm just, and then we get to what? It's been 7 years, you said, since Rise of Skywalker?
Pretty much, yeah.
Almost 7 years. Yeah.
Oh my God. And I walk back in, and it's
even somehow worse.
Yeah. And it's
I didn't think it was possible.
I didn't know that it was possible for me to feel more despair. But like at least Rise of Skywalker had like interesting characters to some extent, and like a little bit of nostalgia baked in, but like Mandalorian and Grogu just reinforced that. Yeah. I think I'm done with I'm gonna let you speak in a second, Dan. But like I
was trying to make sure I remember my thoughts, because I don't do that a lot.
No, please if you have something, because I also have something to say about Disney.
That's what I was gonna say. So I'll lead you in. So for a company built on magic, where the hell has it gone? It has become industrialized and just...
Oh, it's frozen just with Walt Disney's head.
A husk of what it once was. What happened? Where did the spark go out?
Yeah, this is not a new idea, but they are focusing on quantity over quality. And I am now really skeptical of anything that Disney puts out in terms of films. I was saying to my girlfriend the day after yesterday, I was like, I don't even know that I want to go see Spider-Man.
Any last thoughts on that? Because I got one last question.
Last thoughts on where we are as a series. Yeah. It's dark out here.
Honestly, like just start over.
Reboot.
I don't reboot. I don't think you can reboot at this point.
I wouldn't put it past them though.
But I wouldn't even want that. Like, they were saying that when Disney bought Star Wars, they're like, they're going to redo the prequels. And
just like, I think there's so many different issues that they've run into. Like, I think right off the bat, after Rogue One, they did Last Jedi. So that splits the main fandom. Like, instantly right off the bat, you're fucked up. Then you fuck up the Star Wars stories after that by doing like not a Star Wars story. You do a solo movie when you just had Rogue One, where it's literally based on like a little tiny paragraph in the thing. I'm like, and the genius of that movie is because it wasn't shackled by anything. It just had to be that.
I don't even like I really like Solo, and I won't go back and watch it just because it ends on a cliffhanger that's never resolved.
Unfortunately,
and I'm like,
they're gonna try to do it in the Maul universe.
You think that in Maul Shadow Lord they'll continue the Amelia because
so.
Amelia Clark I think
She
that's her
can't
name.
pick good. I feel
It's
bad for her.
unfortunate.
But she's an incredible actress.
Yeah, and she keeps getting screwed over by these giant franchises.
Yeah.
Maybe she should do some low budgets for a while.
Yeah, man. And same thing with Daisy Ridley. Like, I feel so bad for her because she is a genuinely charismatic actor, and she was like one of my favorite parts of Force Awakens.
Yeah, she did what? We Bury the Dead recently, and that wasn't terrible.
She
but
just
it wasn't great.
she keeps picking bad projects. I'm not sure if that's all she can get, but she's a
think
genuinely good actress, and I just feel so
Maybe she's
bad for
typecast.
maybe.
Maybe We Bury the Dead is a new role for her, but it's the first new role they were actually willing to give her in a while.
Yeah, she's just unlucky. Which with that Tom Holland movie that got shelved for like 4 years or whatever, and then so she just can't catch a break, and so like literally they're doing all these horrible things with just mistakes and not learning from them, and and then now we get to a point where like they literally just shat this movie out.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's on our shelf, let's just put it out in theaters, see what happens. And you're ruining like there's not a single original idea in this movie. Like the best part is like the opening scene. What's the most generic way to introduce a villain? Have him shoot one of his guys.
Yeah. It's so
How
corny
many
the way it
fucking
starts.
times? And he's just like, long live the Empire. I've decided I want to raise your contributions. And they're like, but sir, we have our families to feed.
I guess the original thing is.
Insolence.
Like,
Yeah.
I guess the original thing is the opening credits. They did a different thing there. I mean,
They did that from Solo.
And it was
Did they do that?
Solo
and-
did the same thing.
Yeah, and that was also stupid. I'm like, you shouldn't have even had opening text. Like I just we know.
No, I'm talking about the credit roll like after the opening battle, like the where the names came in and everything. That was like a cool little transition. Not the opening.
Oh, so like an actual like
an
regular
actual-
credit scene.
Yeah.
Opening, yeah.
Like, that
it was
was-
kind of
that
like
was-
a Top Gun thing.
yeah, it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So what was the final thing
final
you
thing.
wanted to talk about?
So there's a rumor of. So after this movie is supposed to come out, there's the possibility of a season 4 of Mandalorian. Mm-hmm. And then there's a culmination movie from like Ahsoka, Mandalorian, and all these things. So there's
not
a
care less.
rumor of this Thrawn culmination getting scrapped.
Yeah. Do it. Fuck it.
Is that so? They're saying you're
Dave
saying
Filoni's movie. He's going to direct it. That's what this whole thing was supposed to culminate in.
and they're going to bring in Thrawn.
Thrawn
but-
was supposed to be the big villain.
Yeah. Let's look at everything that Dave Filoni has written and directed in live action. I think he's only had like 2 good episodes that he's done. Everything else, absolute like nothingness.
yeah.
Like it's not even bad. It's just
I would love a movie centered around Thrawn, but it does not need to be directed
'Cause
by Filoni.
What's going to come first is Ahsoka season 2, which just got pushed back to next year now.
That's weird.
So that finished filming last summer. So they are definitely worried, I think, about it.
It's a big ol'
and the
who
backlash
cares?
from this Mandalorian Grogu movie. What are they doing? Like they don't have a plan at all. It seems they're just kind of putting out content, and it's
I mean, I think
going nowhere.
they literally just need like do what George Lucas did, just take like 16 years off. Just put it on the shelf. You guys have fucked it up.
But think about this. This is a big IP, a big moneymaker, a big just
Well,
franchise, man.
okay, so then the Disney execs have to wager, do we want a bunch of really small quality things and we get like a little bit of money here and there, or do you want to take your time, do something of quality and get another $2.5 billion in one movie? Do you want it? I think they would want that.
I think so too. But Star Wars makes money anyway. No matter what. And this movie is going to be another
Because there'll always
story
be
of
those
that.
jackasses who's like, Baby Yoda, cute.
And that is the idiocracy of what we are at right now.
Yeah.
What the hell is happening?
Yeah, I think they need to do like a really hard reset. And
I'm just talking about movies in
For
general,
the people
not
with
just
brains,
this.
though.
Like
That's what they need to appeal to people with brains. They need to take a break and really give us.
that's why they give you Andor.
they
But,
also
like,
have to figure out.
So they're breadcrumbing us because Andor genuinely good.
They also have to figure out the characters that the great characters that they have and how to utilize them best, because like the shining example of their ignorance is like they had John Boyega
Right there.
yeah, and they totally underutilized him.
Yeah.
And he's been so vocal in the press about how they screwed him over, and
Good for him.
And
I saw something recently about him possibly coming back. I'm like, wait a minute. No, he wouldn't do that.
I mean, I'm sure for the right price he would come back, but like
He's too good for. I mean, well, maybe with Kathleen Kennedy gone, because I don't think Dave Filoni was the problem there.
they need to give him like a better, and also like Oscar Isaac was great. Like I just
It was fun, yeah.
It's just so sad.
If we could get a buddy cop movie with those two, would be fun. Like that'd be cool to see.
Yeah,
But like, I don't know how they'd go
Not gonna
about
happen.
doing that.
Not gonna
And
happen.
we're not about to pitch a Star Wars project right now. So
definitely not.
yeah, overall, this movie on a scale of 0 to 100.
The more I talk about it, the more I'm just kind of pissed off.
I think I'm gonna give this like a 65. It's not great. It has some fun parts, sure. Some popcorn movie. It's a summer blockbuster. I get it.
Do you feel
Well,
like
there's
you
no
waste?
subs-
Do you feel like you wasted your time?
Oh, 100%.
yeah.
100% wasted my time. But at least
yeah,
it wasn't
when-
the 220 that it was originally slated at. It was like, yeah, this movie's like 205. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
When I got no, I'm sorry, Dan. When I got
that's
home, I was trying to rationalize with myself. I'm like, that's 3 hours, 2.5 of my life I'll never get back. And then I'm like, wait, you had fun with your friends. You got to see your friends. You had fun with your friends. It wasn't a waste. You got to see your
Yes,
friends.
yes.
It's okay. It's okay. Everything's okay. Like, you know,
you have to
like-
remind yourself.
It's all good. It was an experience.
What? All right, what do you give it, Danny, out of
I'm
100?
gonna give it 60. Who's gonna watch this again? Really?
I have to. with
Anybody
my dad.
above the
I
age of-
probably have to with my dad.
Oh God. Anybody who doesn't already have plans and is above the age of 6, who's gonna rewatch this?
I will never watch
That one
this.
guy I was laughing at.
Oh yeah, Mr. Jack. Oh, he sucked, dude. I wanted to beat the life out of him, but I'm like, I gotta, let people enjoy the things that they like.
Don't
though.
yuck
That's
someone's
the
yum.
thing.
Yeah.
I will never watch this film again, ever, ever.
Because it represents just the lowest of the like.
This is scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
might not be like as insulting as certain parts of The Last Jedi are, but
Yeah.
this is just the most just kind of, we have nothing.
We thought Last Jedi was the lowest Star Wars could go. No, this is the lowest they can go.
Rise of Skywalker was
think
even
Rise-
lower.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That
They're
was-
very close, though.
Okay, so Last Jedi ignited a passion in me that I ended up on the wrong side of. And because I didn't want to hate Star Wars, but I was
know.
genuinely mad what they did with Luke. And then Rise of Skywalker, which made me even angrier because it's instead of them being like, we have a purpose, it's just like, we're going to do everything in our power to piss you off, even the hardcore fans that like The Last Jedi. And now this one is just kind of like, I don't know, man.
we also gotta
it's,
kinda-
it's the cinematic equivalent of a shrug.
You kind of
Yeah. Yep. That's a great way to put that.
You kind of got to remind yourself, though, who is this movie made for? It's obviously not made for us.
Brain dead adults and 6-year-olds.
And that's what Star Wars originally was made for. It's 6 to 10-year-olds.
I understand George Lucas just wanted to watch a dog fly in space,
Yes.
but it became something so much more.
It did. And it's fallen so far from that.
It's like
Yeah.
there's some Batman shows that are clearly geared for kids, but then there's The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
You know what I
yep.
mean? And then there's The Batman.
Yeah. It's so if I was to score this movie, I would give it, I'll be generous and give it a 55.
Okay.
That's
generous, okay.
Yeah.
It's not like below 50%.
Yeah. It's not below.
Not Avatar, Fire, and Ass.
Yeah. No, oh my God.
Yeah, that one, because it's like
That is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. I saw Independence Day Resurgence.
Oh.
And I was like, that might be the worst film I've ever seen. And then Avatar Fire and Ash topped it by making me literally sick.
Dude, you haven't seen A Wrinkle in Time.
Yeah.
But
even
anyway,
worse.
Yeah.
final thoughts on the movie, Tom.
My final thoughts on the movie are, this is completely unremarkable. If you're a Star Wars fan, don't watch this film. If you want to get into Star Wars, don't watch this film. This film is for like the hardest of hardcore Mandalorian show fans that want more Mandalorian, that don't care about
Substance.
Yeah, substance that are literally just, they're like Star Wars, yay! Like it's like, you know, oh, flashing lights. Oh, it's literally like made for like just like ADHD children, and it's because like it's also like, I was reading something on Twitter today, that big Coliseum fight scene, those monsters are the chess pieces.
Yeah, the green guy. With
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah,
that was
but-
a nice little Easter egg.
But it's like this film is just action figures smashing into each other.
Yep.
It's not even member berries either.
And you said something really great on the way out of the theater. You're like, man, talk about a movie that's made to sell toys.
Yeah, just the longest toy commercial I've ever seen.
Yeah, the longest toy commercial you've ever seen. And that's what this film is. It is a commercial to sell toys. And that's just it. And Star Wars, do better. Disney, you need to figure your shit out, because you have lost a
Don't worry,
hardcore
it's not going to get any
fan.
better because their next one's fucking Moana. So it's not going to get any better.
Yeah, and I'm not.
The only reason I like the Moana movie is because it's gonna help out my movie draft.
Well, this is going to help mine out too. It's Star Wars. It's going to make money. So
I love the original Moana, but I will not go see that in live action. Like, that's also something that like everyone's been so clear about. You need to stop taking these classic masterpiece animated films and making them live action, because it's not working.
don't worry, they also have Toy Story 5 too.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I digress. Yeah. Goodbye, Mandalorian. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
All right. Well, that seems to be wrapping up our conversation here on
Yeah.
Mandalorian and Grogu. We're Seen It Before. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok with @SeenItBeforecast. That's SCENE It Beforecast. And you can find me on Letterboxd with DonutMan96. I'm Dan.
I'm Danny. You can find me on Instagram at Danny_Was, my letterbox and serialized at DJ Was, or my YouTube channel, which is just Danny Was.
Tom, would you like to plug your socials at all?
And absolutely, my name is Thomas Connolly. I am a freelance photographer and videographer in the capital region of New York. You can find me at Connolly Productions. That is CONNOLLY Productions on Instagram and Facebook.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well, our next movie, The Backrooms. It's going to be a very interesting conversation there, because I don't know any of the lore behind that. I've just seen the videos, so you're going to have to give me a little lesson on that.
Oh, you got to watch Wendigoon's breakdown of it.
Something.
It's a
something
4-hour.
with goon in it. I don't know if I want to kind of like say it or like listen to that now.
He's a fairly big YouTuber.
Okay, cool,
It's a great deep dive into like all of that lore. It's actually super interesting.
Quick thought, are you guys going to go see Clayface?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused that it's not in the Batman universe and it's just in the DCU.
Yeah, that comes out in October. So
Yeah,
it'll be interesting. Would you like to?
Yeah, you wanna be on
for
that
that one?
I think so.
I think so. All right.
So. I'm
Maybe
coming
we'll
back.
actually have a good movie for you to be on.
I'll tell the Seen It Before audience that we, before the end of the year, are going to get me on a film that's actually good.
Yeah.
Because
It can only take so much.
I listen. I've just been double fucked by these last two films, and we need
But
some
they
positivity.
have spawned some pretty good conversations.
They have.
And
I've had fun.
yes, indeed. We've enjoyed having you. Thanks again for coming on.
Thank you.
And thank you to you for watching. Like and subscribe, all that stuff. We'll see you next time.